Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV. This is going to be a quick one about acknowledging the rules to the nature of reality. So in Earth, there are rules that are preset, predetermined rules for how things function. An easy example would be if you go to the top of a building and you jump off, you fall down to the ground. We can't, by positive intentions or any other way, make it so that we can fly through the air like Superman. Okay, that's that's a simple understanding of the nature of reality, how there's rules in place here. Okay, so this one is going to be a note that I took. So if you've ever played games with little kids and you're trying to teach them the rules, many times they don't want to follow the rules. They have a better idea, and they want to make up the rules halfway through the game. They want to change the rules when they see how things start working out for them, and they perceive themselves as to be losing. Okay, because in the middle of the game, you would just be perceiving yourself to be losing. You're projecting that because you haven't actually, in fact, lost the game. You're halfway through the game. So how do you know if you're going to win or you're going to lose? Okay, so how little kids, they want to make up the rules in the middle of the game. A good parent, sometimes you let little things slide or whatnot, but if you love your child, okay, you're going to teach them love-based living. And that's loving thing to do, is to tell people the truth and to teach them the rules of the nature of reality and not lie to them about it. Can't tell them that, like, oh yes, this means this and that means that, when it actually doesn't, and there's no actual evidence that whatever you're coming up with is actually how it goes. So you can't make up the rules in the middle of a game. You can see that with little children, and you can tell them all these things that I'm telling you about why you can't make up the rules and how you have to play, and these are already the preset rules, and it wouldn't be fair if we let other people do that, or it would ruin the game. It would make the game not fun. It would cause there to be all these different problems when people go start making the rules up in the middle of the game. So God preset all the rules of the nature of reality, and it's our job as parents and as humans to understand the rules of the nature of reality. Okay? We cannot go changing the rules halfway through the game. It's not going to work. And when you start to do that, it's kind of like a form of cheating. You're trying to cheat. And as I think I've covered pretty extensively, you cannot screw the system. There's no possible way to screw the system in Earth. All the rules have been preset. It's being overseen by a power that is far superior than anything that we could even imagine. Okay, the rules have been set. So we as humans, it's our job to learn what is loving and what is not loving. Okay, what is of God and what is of the devil or Satan or the enemy or anti-love, however way you want to put that. So you will know a tree by its fruit. So if there's a love tree, the fruit that the love is going to produce is called joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, patience, joy. All of those things, they come from love. They cannot come from the anti-love tree. When you are functioning from anti-love, which a lot of it would be called sin, when you're doing anti-love and things that are in opposition to love, you are going to see the fruits of the anti-love. And the fruits of the anti-love and of the things that go against God and all of reality, this is predetermined, this is preset. Ignoring what I'm telling you is literally only going to make your problems and your children's and your children's children's and your children's children's problems worse in making it not capable to be solved, because the solution for the anti-love is love. Okay, the love came here in the form of Jesus Christ and caused it to where we can now, if you love love, You can be an overcomer, and you can overcome the anti-loveness that's functioning throughout us. Our mind and our body are in a fallen, less than perfect condition, and it is animalistic in nature. Okay, you see how like dogs hump everything and all these different things. Our mind and our body are like not any better than that. That's how our mind and our body naturally want to function. Go check out groups of children if you need to see examples of how our mind and our body are animalistic in nature. Okay, our spirit, life force, energy of love, our spirit knows what I'm saying. It knows what I'm saying. Many people will try to ignore it and make it not be so. But if you love and you see any value in love, you come to the saving knowledge of all the things that I've been trying to explain, and the Most High God, who is perfect and holy and righteous and only wants good things. God only wants good. He does not want the evil, the nasty stuff that's causing all of our problems. You have to identify. This is the separation of, this is understanding the rules of the nature of reality. There's love and anti-love. We need to identify the whole point of Earth, what our responsibility is, and especially as parents or grandparents, we identify the loving thing or the anti-love thing, because we know, because we've come to the saving knowledge to understand that by doing the loving things, it's going to give us what we want. By doing the anti-love things, it's going to ruin your life, okay? By choosing to do the loving things, you're going to get and then you come to the saving knowledge and understanding of what Jesus did while he was here. You're going to be renewed. You're going to have a renewed spirit. It's going to be the spirit of Jesus Christ. And that's why everybody talks about we're the body of Christ, right? So it's one spirit that all of us being born again are receiving, okay? It's a renewing. You need the renewing of your mind. You need to receive the mind of Christ, okay? Because once you receive the mind of Christ and once you understand the things I'm saying, your life can start to get good. You can start to actually have life. You can be free from the bondage that you didn't even, many people, you don't even know that your mind and your body are putting you in bondage and controlling you, and all of these different things that your mind and your body is doing against you. You can get up out from under that and start to have life without it, without the anxiety, depression, sadness, the worry, the concern, the abuse, the neglect, all the pain and suffering that has all the trauma. The trauma will try to control you and make you continue in the cycle of the anti-love. It does not want you to come to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, that you can get a new spirit, that you can be renewed, and that you are the conquering power of the nature of reality. God is the superior conquering power, and we, by being born again children of the Most High God, we have that authority to stop and reject the sin, the anti-love, the hate, the envy, lust, greed, jealousy. We overcome evil with good. You overcome evil with good. When you try to do evil with evil, it's the Babylonian beast-like system. It's the tit-for-tat system that's always escalating. Have you seen the level of weapons? It was like, we're in a fallen, less than perfect condition as humans, so people pick up rocks and throw them at people until they die. We didn't need guns. We didn't need any weapons. People are in a fallen, less than perfect condition, an animalistic condition, and we pick up rocks and sticks and stuff to kill each other. So what has happened? Instead of dealing with what I just said and acknowledging that our mind and our body are in a fallen, less than perfect condition and that we need help, that we need the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, we need a new spirit put in our body so that we can overcome all this evil that's going on and within our own mind and our body and the nature of reality. People just build bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger weapons, okay? And now they're smaller and smaller and smaller weapons on a nano scale, okay? So it's not loving to let children and anybody change the rules in the middle of the game. And there's no possible way that you can. And it says very seriously, trouble will come to those who call evil good and good evil. Those are the people that are trying to change the rules in the middle of the game because they perceive themselves as losing, or they're going to lose, or it's not what their mind and their body, it's not fleshly. Your fleshly mind and body wants to change the rules because it's in a fallen, less than perfect animalistic condition. And your mind and your body want to normalize the anti-love stuff because it wants to do it. It wants to go have sex with everybody. It wants to go do as many drugs as you can. It wants to go do all of these different things. But it will bring you, all of that is the anti-love. It will bring you nothing but the fruits of the anti-love. The lust, greed, envy, shame, fear, all of those things. So, not changing the rules in the middle of the game, it's got to be a thing that we come to understand and we practice. And we have to accept it and surrender and admit that were and are guilty of, I'd say that loosely, of trying to change the rules in the middle of the game to satisfy some animalistic part of our mind or body or whatever. Or it has been sabotaged. We've been sabotaged by abuse that now many things are normalized, like sexually, that aren't normal and aren't loving. They aren't loving. Okay, so can't make up the rules in the middle of the game. If you can try to do that, but it's going to end very, very badly for those who don't seek the understanding of the truth and the not truth, the love and the anti-love. So with that, much love, many thanks, and I love you. Thank you.